everyone, my name is Lupe Arteaga and I'm currently an MPH student here at Georgia State University with a concentration in health promotion and behavior, and I'm also pursuing my graduate maternal and child health certificate. I grew up in Gainesville, Georgia. I've always lived in Gainesville, Georgia my whole life, and I also actually attended Georgia State University for my undergrad in public health. Because of diversity, and I think a lot of students choose Georgia State in general because of the diversity. However, when I came to Georgia State during undergrad, I was actually coming in for business as a marketing major. Then I transferred into human resources. I always knew I wanted to help people, and I loved the business world. So I was like, let me do human resources, and I believe that would let me help a lot of different communities. However, I actually attended a panel during undergrad, and I really enjoyed what the panelists were saying, and so I actually went up to the panelists after the event, and they happened to be Georgia State professors in the School of Public Health. I was not familiar with the major or the program itself, so I was definitely able to network with them. And as soon as I did, I changed my majors during undergrad, and then I went to apply to Georgia State again for my master's. And the reason I did is because of the strong passion that I saw with the professors. You could tell they were willing to build those personal relationships with you and help you grow in many ways possible. I still have a lot of connections with professors from undergrad. I have connections with professors that I've had in my graduate program. I was also a 4+1 accelerated student, which allowed me to take graduate level courses during undergrad. So just all the different opportunities that Georgia State was already giving me as an undergraduate student, I just felt that it was a great way to just continue and just continue being a Panther at Georgia State. My concentration is in health promotion and behavior. I've always had a huge passion just for evaluating programs and seeing how programs can be a lot better, whether it's outcomes or short-term goals, long-term goals. And I definitely want to learn more about, like ethical reasons and just cultural considerations when it comes to a lot of public health programs. And then within the maternal and child health graduate certificate, I've always been super passionate about children with disabilities, and I want to work with children with autism or other developmental challenges. And I think definitely with program behavior and evaluation, it allows me to kind of create those evaluations. What do the children need? What do the families need? And so far, the experiences have been wonderful, and I'm ready to go out into the real world and put this more into work. The advice I would give students wanting to pursue an MPH at Georgia State is to follow your passion. With passion, I believe everything is possible. I know when I came in as an undergraduate student, I wasn't planning to going in for my master's, which is another reason why I wanted to do business. I felt that I could definitely go out into the real world without pursuing that master's. But I think definitely if you follow your passion, if you network with professors and network with students as well, students in undergrad, but also students in the graduate program. Thankfully, the program isn't a huge, really big program right now. It's still pretty small, it's still very new, so that allows us as students to connect with one another. Also, definitely look for different GRA opportunities. I know many times financial challenges is what prevents us from wanting to attend higher education. Georgia State has a lot of graduate research assistantships. Right now, I'm actually working for the Center for Leadership and Disability, where I do a lot of mental health work with children. I'm a youth mental health first aid instructor. I also do a lot of parent academy focus, so a lot of research with children who have disabilities and their families. So you can definitely find a passion of yours within graduate research assistantships to help you financially. And overall, just network, talk to professors, talk to classmates, and I'm always open to communicating with students as well. There's many ways to get involved at Georgia State University, even when you're a graduate student. So there's actually the GSU Maternal and Child Health Student Association. I currently serve as the president. With that association, we bring all the students together, and you can actually join as an undergraduate student to already start networking with graduate students. And this organization would just bring awareness to different events, panels, and community service as well. I'm also, as I mentioned, a graduate research assistant for the Center for Leadership and Disability, where I get to do a lot with children with disabilities, with mental health, autism. So it's a great way to put your foot in, depending on what you want to do after your studies. And I'm also a student representative for the public health subcommittees. And during this time, I get to put my input on what changes I believe the School of Public Health should have, how we can make those improvements, and kind of just more of a perspective on the students' point of view. So it definitely allows professors to kind of see, so what are the students feeling and how can we do better? And I have also been a student representative for the Diversity Council in the School of Public Health, and that also allowed us to kind of see how, what kind of students are we retaining, what kind of students should we, recruit a little bit more. Sometimes with the School of Public Health, we want more men to come into the School of Public Health, right? We want them to realize that this isn't just for women, and there's a lot of change that can happen. So definitely a lot of opportunities to get involved here at Georgia State. Many times when people ask me about my career aspiration, I never have a specific position that I want and a specific title. I just know that I do want to make a difference in the community, specifically minority communities that sometimes don't have English as their first language. So I definitely want to be able to help children with disabilities and those families reach those resources to help them with their behavior.